Hi, I'm Lily Gilbo. Welcome to Community Chat with Lily Gilbo. Everyone has been bullied, so this is a very big topic that we need to discuss. So here to talk about it is Miss Jacqueline Smith, Mr. Adam Caldwell from Nelson Elementary, and Reverend Weldon Burrows from First United Methodist Church. Ms. Smith, what should someone do if they're being bullied?
If someone is being bullied, that's a wonderful question. If someone is being bullied, first of all, what you do want to do is you want to think about reporting it to someone. There are many teachers and administrators at school, so always think about reporting that incident to someone so that you can get help. Sometimes telling a friend about it will also help. But there are a lot of things that a parent can do at home as well. So when a student gets home from school, a parent may want to ask their child, "What did you do at recess today? And how did you feel at recess?" And sometimes if a child is being bullied, that conversation will come out at home during the course of the action at recess. And many times a parent can role play with them on the best things to do if they are being bullied. So report it to someone, and then perhaps role playing at home will help a child know what to do if it does happen at school.
Mr. Caldwell, what should someone do if they see their friend being bullied?
That's a great question. If you see your friend being bullied, the best thing you could do is probably take them away from that situation. If you're a really good friend, you'll want to go kind of rescue them. But don't make a big scene about it. Just kind of pull them away gradually, and you can talk to them and reassure them that everything is okay. Another thing that a friend would do is just give them some of the advice that we're talking about here today. Just have them ignore that person. That's not somebody you really want to be associated with. That's really not your friend, so there's no use in you giving them any time whatsoever. Just walk away and ignore it.
Reverend Weldon, what should we say to kids to help them feel better about themselves?
That's a good question to ask and a good question to really think about, Lily. It's really important. I would say to a kid to think better about himself or herself is that don't ever forget that you are somebody very special. God made you for a purpose, God made you with a reason, and God loves you very much. And you have people who care about you and are pulling for you. Don't ever forget that. You're somebody very, very special.
Do you have any bully stories from your childhood? Ms. Smith, would you like to start?
Well, actually, Lily, I do. And most of it was just from a telephone, believe it or not. And so I know there's a lot of cyberbullying going on like that, most of the time with high school students. But I used to receive a phone call, and they would just say something inappropriate, and I would just hang up on them. I tried blowing a whistle or reporting it to the phone company, but that's the only bullying story I ever had, fortunately.
Reverend Weldon?
Thankfully, Lily, I don't have very many bully stories from my childhood. I think back to when I was in second grade and there was a kid in school who bullied a lot of people. And fortunately, he moved away from the town just a short while later. And so my bully experience is very limited, and I'm real thankful for that.
Mr. Caldwell?
Fortunately, like the Reverend, I did not have any bullying stories from my childhood, perhaps because I blocked them out of my memory, maybe. But I really can't think of any. Maybe it was because I was a son of a principal and my mother was a teacher, so maybe they armed me with some defense strategies, but I really don't have too many bullying stories. Or maybe I was just that cool where I didn't get picked on. I don't know.
Mr. Caldwell, do you have any other tips on how to handle bullies?
Yes, definitely. The biggest thing I could say, is, especially at the elementary level, is just to ignore. A lot of times as a bully gets older, middle school, high school, they're going to go out of their way a little bit more to try to get some attention or try to get some feedback. But at the elementary level, the ignoring really works, is probably the most effective. Also, I would definitely tell you to get in touch with somebody. Like if you trust your teacher, if you trust your administrators at your school, go ahead and let somebody know. Because they can do something about it. And especially at that level, they can do it in a way where the kid doesn't have to know who's telling on them or anything like that, and they can just do it really discreetly. And the parents can be notified, and usually when we notify a parent about bullying, it's taken care of pretty immediately because a lot of people have been bullied throughout their life, and they know how that feeling, how bad that feeling is. So they do take care of it and address it properly, promptly also.
And according to the latest research, Lily, about 10% of students are really bullied. So if we think that our student body has about 720 students, only about 10% of those students actually ever report a bullying incident. So it's not a very big percentage, but if you think about it, it does affect many children. So that 10% can be handled in a very discreet way, as Mr. Caldwell said, but bringing it to the attention of an adult can definitely help. And Lily, thank you very much for inviting Mr. Caldwell and myself to come on your show today and give some tips to parents and to students on bullying.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Thank you, Mr. Caldwell. Thank you, Reverend Weldon. If you're being bullied, tell someone. It can get better. And thanks for watching. Bye.